Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat to the brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh to the sisters. This ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And we're going to go ahead and get into the Lashawan. Salakia for the tardiness. I'm just going to get right to it. For those who don't have a chart, go ahead and hit it in the comment section that you don't have a chart. Right now, we're going to do the ancient Hebrew. These are the ancient alphabets that us Hebrew Israelites, us Israelites in general, this is our native language. This is our language that resonates to the Lord. This is what the Lord speaks, and this is our language that He passed on to us. It's sad that that brothers and sisters that's not in the truth, they don't know what these words are. They don't know what the characters mean or anything. They just go by English. English is not our native tongue. English is basically a secondary tongue to us. These are the ancient Hebrew words, or Salakia characters. So this is basically it resonates back to us. So if you need a chart, and because I'm going to move pretty fast, if you need a chart, go ahead and comment it down in the comment section that you need a chart, and we'll make sure to go and give it to you. The English language is our oppressor language, or our oppressor's tongue. The oppressor, he went ahead and forced that on us. Back when we our last Egypt, or our last bondage, our last slavery, which was the past slavery that we just went through. So I'm going to erase these, and I'm going to get to the Assyrian. Yeah. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go over the Assyrian alphabet. If you don't have a chart, go ahead and comment it down in the comment section. Do anybody in the class have a chart? Everybody have a chart? That's a lot. You have a chart already? All right, we're gonna go ahead and go over it. This is ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, kwa, ra, sha, da. Now notice that the ancient Hebrew don't have double characters. These are double characters. So if you see a character like this, I'm going to put this one in parentheses just so it can stand out. But all the double characters are parentheses. These are double characters. You will see that as I go on with the vocabulary words. These is basically the first character is used at the beginning of the sentence. The next character, the second character, is only used at the middle or end of a sentence. So I'm going to give examples once I'm writing the vocabulary out. We're going to go over this one more time. This is ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka. Now notice that this ka and this ka sounds sort of the same, but this ka is a hard ka. This ka is a ka, so you make it roll a little bit up off the roof of your mouth. So it's ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, kwa, ra, sha, da. I'm going to give you guys a couple more seconds to write it out. If you don't have a chart, go ahead and comment it down in the comment section, and I'm going to get it to you. Going to wait a couple more seconds so you guys can go and get it written down. And again, this is the Assyrian language. It's a bastardized language from the Hebrew, from the our original characters. I'm going to get into these vocabulary words, and we're going to go to get straight to it. Again, Salaki for the tardiness. I believe, let's see. So we're going to go and get into the vocabulary words. If you don't have a chart and you haven't finished, just go on and comment it down in the comment section. I'm actually check that now and see who needs one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the vocabulary. Now, in the vocabulary, I'm gonna write out the ancient Hebrew and also the Assyrian Hebrew. So I can go ahead and show you guys the difference between the double characters with the Assyrian and then the connectors with the ancient Hebrew. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the J's. So we're gonna go start off with jaw. So jaw. The word for jaw is lasaf. La sa. The next word is going to be Jerusalem. For the word for Jerusalem is Yarashima. Next word is going to be Jew. Word is going to be Jew. It's going to be Yahweh. Yahweh. Next word is going to be Jewel. Jewel is going to be Quashat. 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 Next word is going to be job. The word for job is Abawada. That's the word for job. It's Abawada. Then the last word that we're going to do for right now is going to be joint. And the word for joint is going to be parak. Parak. All right, I'm going and write out the ancient and the Assyrian. So the first word for jaw is going to be lasa. It's going to be in the Assyrian first, la, then la, sa, then la, sa, da. So with the ancient and the Assyrian, it's going to basically be characters. I'm going to go through them as I go. So it's going to be la, sa, da. If I didn't or if I put them separately, it's going to be la, sa. So with the ancient, it's connectors, or I'm sorry, with the Assyrian, it's going to be double characters, and with the ancient, it's going to be connectors, which I'm going to show. That's how you say lasat in the Assyrian. Now in the ancient Hebrew, it's going to be la sa lasat. Now with the connectors, you're going to basically connect them to get lasat. Now without the connectors, if this was just separately, it would be la, sa, da, with the A right here. But since we don't have an A right here, we have to connect it to make sa. So it's la, then sa. I kind of say happy face and this sad face just so people can get on the same accord. It kind of reminds me of it, but they're called connectors. So the one that's going downward is singular, then the one that's going upward is connected. So it'll be la, which is singular, then sa, which is connected. Now for the word Jerusalem, it's Yarash, Yarashalam. That would be Ya. That's how you say Yarashalam in the Assyrian Hebrew. Now in the ancient Hebrew, it would be Ya, Ra, Sha, Lam. Yarashalam in the ancient. So with the connectors, how you get it to one word? Because basically, without the connectors, you're not gonna get a word. You're just gonna get a bunch of characters. So it's gonna be Ya, Ra, Wa, Sha, La, Ma. So what the connectors do is brings it together to make a word. So it'd be Ya, Ra, Sha, Lam. Ya, Ra, Shalom. That's what the connectors does is bring it all together to make a word. Now the next word is going to be Jew. Let me get out a little line. So the next word is going to be Jew, which is Yahweh. And the Assyrian is going to be Yah, uh, Wa. Yahweh in the Assyrian. So in the ancient Hebrew, it's going to be Yah, uh, Wa, Da. That's how you say it in the ancient Hebrew. And also, don't forget, you got to put the connectors. So it's going to be Yah, Wa, Da. Right. Now, the next word is going to be jewel. The word for jewel is going to be quashat. So we're going to go and write the quashat in the or the Syrian first. That's how you say jewel in the Assyrian Hebrew. Now in the ancient Hebrew, we're gonna write qua, sha, and ta. Qua sha. But we're gonna go to have the connectors. So it'd be qua, which makes it singular. Then the sha, then the ta is gonna be joined together, which makes shot. Qua shot. Next word is gonna be job. Word for job is gonna be abawada. Abawada. To make abawada, it's gonna be in the Assyrian. Wa, wa, abawada. That's how you say abawada in the ancient Hebrew. Now in the, or I'm sorry, in the Assyrian Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew, it's gonna be ba, wa, da. And that's how you say job in the ancient Hebrew and in the Assyrian. And then don't forget for the ancient Hebrew, you always want to have the connectors because without the connectors, you just have a bunch of characters. So it's gonna be ba, wa, da. These are called connectors. If you don't have a chart, go ahead and comment it down in the comment section. And I'll go ahead and get it over to you. Now, next word is going to be joint. For joint is parak. I'm going to write parak in the Assyrian first. Now, the pa has a double character. This is the first character, which goes in the beginning of a sentence. And then the next character, which is this is used, goes in the middle or at the end of a sentence. Word, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, I'm going to change this mistake that I did. This is I, not I. All right, so we're going to go to job or joint. I'm sorry, it's rock. So pa, ra, then the qua. That's how you say it in the Syrian Hebrew is parak. Those don't have any connectors or anything. Now, to do it in the ancient Hebrew, it's gonna be pa, ra, pa, ra, then qua. That's how you say parak, pa, ra, qua. Go to add the connectors, pa, rock. That's how you bring the rock together. The ra and the qua is adding that connector. So I'm going to give you guys a little time to copy all this down. We got a few more seconds. If you have any questions, I'll go ahead and make sure to try to get it over to you as quick as possible. Go ahead and comment it down in the comment section. I'll go ahead and get the chart over to you as soon as possible. I see a sister need a chart in the comment section. As soon as I can, I'll go ahead and get it to you. The water means thank you for, thank you. I appreciate you for commenting, letting me know you did this chart. All right, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next set of words. All right. So the next word is going to be joy. The word for joy is going to be shamak. That's how you say joy in Hebrew, shamak. Next word is going to be judge. A word for judge is going to be shapat. Next word is going to be judgment. The word for judgment is going to be mashapat. All right, we're going to write it down, the ancient and the Assyrian. We're going to go this time. We're going to start off with the Assyrian or the ancient. So the word for joy is going to be shamak. Shama. That's how you say shamak. We're going to go to at the connectors. Shamak. In the ancient Hebrew, we're going to go to, or the Assyrian, and we're going to write Shah. Ma. That's how you see the Assyrian Hebrew doesn't have any connectors, so we will not be putting any connectors. That's just how you write it out. It's going to be Shah, Ma. In the ancient Hebrew, it's going to be Shamak. In the Assyrian, it's going to be Shamak. Next word is going to be judge, which is Shapat. In the ancient, it's going to be Shah. Shapata. So in order to make it a word and actually say judgment, you're gonna add the connectors, which is shapat. So that's how you make you do the connectors. This is singular, and then this is plural, meaning it's brought together and it's separated from it's separate. I'm gonna write it out in the Syrian Hebrew. That's how you write it out in the Assyrian. Shapat. In the ancient, it's going to be shapat. Judgment in the, or judge in the Assyrian is going to be shapat. Now for judgment, kind of simple. In the ancient, we're going to be put in for judgment mashapat. So that's ma sha pat. So we just gotta have the connectors to make it a word, which is ma sha pat. That's why I went ahead and separated it on the English on the English letters. Just separate it just so you guys can know how to separate it when it comes down to the connectors. And the Assyrian is gonna be ma sha ma sha pat. Now the Assyrian do not have any connectors to it. That's just for the ancient Hebrew. The Assyrian has double characters, which the pa is a double character. So for the double character, you have pa that goes in the beginning of a sentence. Then you also have pa, which is this character right here. That goes in the middle or end of a sentence. Going to give you guys a couple seconds to get that copy down. All right. Anybody have any questions or comments? Go ahead and write it down in the comment section. Most High in Christ, number one, I appreciate you. The water, sir. All right, I'm going to move on. And please, Israel, don't forget to like, comment, and share the class. We're trying to get as many of our Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up in these classes so we can, be ready for when the Most High return. All right, so the next word is going to be actually the last word for the J's. That's going to be justice. That's the last word that's going to be for the J's. It's justice, which is ta, tada, Tazadak. That's how you say justice in the Hebrew. Tazadak. I'm going to write it in the ancient first. So this is Tazadak in the ancient. We're gonna go ahead and write the connectors down. Taza, which is singular. Then the da, then the qua is gonna become the dak. We're gonna go ahead and put the connectors to make them plural. It's gonna be together. So it's gonna be Tazadak. Now we're gonna write it out in the Assyrian. Taza. Salagia. Give me 1 second. All right, Salagia. It's Taza. Or Salagia. That's Taza. Taza dot and then qua. Taza dot. Taza dot. So this Taza dot in the ancient Hebrew. This Taza dot, or yeah, Taza dot in the Assyrian Hebrew. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on. I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds. Get that copy down. All right, we're gonna go to move on. All right. So the next letter is gonna be the K, which is the next word is gonna be keep. Which is Shah Mar. That's how you say keep in the Hebrew. Next word is gonna be keep.
It's like keep.
Got gun.
I thought Shamar is the watch.
No, like it. Hey, got on the paper. It's a lot. Because I honestly thought it was for that too.
Yep. It might be keep watch, same thing. But I know Shamar, you know Shamar, the permit, Shamar.
Yeah, come on. Next word is gonna be key. The word for key is gonna be mapathak. Ma pa thak. Mapathak. Then the next word is gonna be kidney. The word for kidney is gonna be kalaya. Kalaya. All right, we're gonna go and write it out in the ancient and in the Syrian. For keep, the word is shamar. So that's sha ma ra. Sha ma ra. But we're gonna go in and add the connectors to make it shamar. So this is singular, sha mar. And then you put the plural, the connector for the plural. I'm going to write it out in the ancient or the Syrian as well. Shamar. The ancient doesn't have or the Syrian doesn't have connectors. Only the ancient Hebrew does. But the Syrian has double characters. This ma will be a double character for the Syrian. With this shamar, but since it's in the middle, or if it was right here at the end, it would be the same. But since it's in the middle of a word, you're gonna go ahead and put that first character. I'm sorry, you're gonna put the second character because this is the second character. You're gonna put it at the middle or end of a sentence. The first character, if this was in the beginning, you would go ahead and use the first character. All right, next word is gonna be key, which is mapatak. So in the ancient Hebrew, it's ma. You got pa, then zak. So if you wrote it out just like this, right? You're gonna go in and get the mapataka. That's how it's written out. But since you're adding the connectors, it's gonna make it a word, which the word is key. So it's gonna be ma-pa-sak. So singular, singular, together. Plural. Right? So in the Assyrian, we're gonna write, since this is the second character because it was at the middle or end of a sentence. Now for this word, it's gonna be the beginning of a sentence. So we're gonna use the first character. And that will be the first character for the ma. So ma, then we gotta put pa, which pa is also a double character, which we're gonna use the second character for the pa. So ma, pa, sa, ma, pa, sa, then the ka. So that's how you say it in the Assyrian. Ma, pa, sak. These two letters right here is gonna be double characters. Now the next word is gonna be kidney. So for kidney, it's gonna be kalaya. So that would be ka, right? Ka, la, ya, and the ha. Ka, la, ya, ha. That's how it's spelled out, right? But we're gonna make it a word. So it's ka, which is singular, la, which is singular, and ya is together. So this is la by itself, right? Yeah, right. But in order to put a little emphasis on it, it's going to be an H that's added, which is literally the letter for ha. But we're not going to put the A at the end, right? So we're just going to put la or ka, So that's how you say kidney in the ancient Hebrew is kalaya. Now I'm going to write it out in the Assyrian, which is ka. Now the ka in the Assyrian is a double character. This is the first character because it's used at the beginning of the sentence or a word. So ka, the la, the ya, ka, la, ya, then ha, which is ka, la, ya. Now with the Assyrian, all you have is double characters. You don't have to put the the connectors or anything. You just have the double characters. Like I mentioned in the Assyrian, this will be the first characters it's used at the beginning of the sentence, and then this character will be used at the middle. If it was right here, this character will be used. If it was right here, this character will be used. If it was right here, this character will be used. It's used at the middle or end of a sentence. But since we using the character ka at the beginning of a sentence, we're gonna go ahead and put the first character. Going to give you guys a couple seconds to write those down. All right. We're gonna go on and move on. Go ahead and erase this. All right, and we're gonna go on and move on to the next. Right. All right, so the next word after kidney is gonna be kill, which is harag. So the word for kill is gonna be harag. Next word is gonna be kin, like my kinfolk or my next to kin. It's gonna be kin. Word for kin is gonna be kwawarya, kwawawa, kwa ra wa, kwawawa. Next word is gonna be kind. The word for kind is gonna be mayan. Mayan. Next word is gonna be king. King is gonna be malak. All right, I'm gonna write it out in the ancient and the Assyrian. So for kill, it's gonna be harag. It's gonna be ra, and ga. Haraga. Now, in order to connect them, it's going to be ha, singular, and ra, plural, connector, connector. For the or the Syrian, ha, ra, and then ga. That's Harag in the or the Syrian. Now for kin, next word is going to be kin. It's Kwarawab. So for Kwarawab, it's going to be Kwa, Ra, Wab. Kwarawaba. That's how you write it out. And then how you actually make a word, you're going to write the connectors. Kwa, Ra, Wab. Kwarawab. That's how you say kin. Now I'm going to write it out in Syrian. It's Kwa, Ra, Wa, and Ba. Kwa, Ra, Wa. Next word is going to be kind. It's Mayan. Ma, ya, na. Mayana. But in order to make a word which is kind, it's going to be ma, then yan. I'm going to write down the Syrian. Now the Syrian is going to be the first character, ma, then the ya, then the last character for the not. There's two characters for the not. And that's going to be not. All right. Ma, yan. So this how you say kill is harag. This how you say harag, harag in the ancient Hebrew. This how you say harag in the Assyrian. Next word is going to be kin. That's kwarawab. This how you say kwarawab in the ancient. This how you say kwarawab in the Assyrian. Next word is going to be kind. This how you say kind is mayan. This how you say mayan in the ancient. This how you say mayan in the Hebrew or in the Assyrian. Now for the last word, it's going to be king, which is ma and la. Ma la. That's how you write king out. Ma la. Now I'm going to write down in ancient Hebrew. Again, the ma is got two characters. So we're going to, since it's at the beginning of the sentence, we're going to use the first character. Ma, la, then ka. Ka is also going to be two characters, but we're going to use the second character because it's at the end of the sentence. So king, it says king is pronounced malak in the ancient or in the Hebrew. This how you say malak in the ancient. This how you say malak in the Assyrian Hebrew. I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds to write that down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. This should be our last uh, bit of words, bit of definition words. And the sister that needed a chart, I'm going to get that over to you. Just give me a few minutes, and I'll go to get it over to you as soon as class ends. I haven't forgot about you. All right, so the next few words is going to be kingdom. Kingdom. Next word is going to be kiss. Every kiss begins with K, supposedly. But you know that's not. Next word is going to be knife. All right, so for kingdom, it's going to be malakwa. Malakwa. Next word for kiss is going to be now shock. Na sha and kwa. Na shock. Next word is going to be knife is sakayan. For knife, it's going to be sakayan. All right, so I'm going to write down the ancient and the Assyrian. So it's going to be ma lak wa. Malakwa. Malakawatha. Malakawatha. Now, if you don't have any, or if you don't have any connectors, that's just what you'll get. But don't forget, you have to add the connectors, which is ma lak wa. So singular, plural, plural. Separate, together, together. I'm going to write it out in the ancient, which is ma. The ma is a double character, so we're going to go to use that first character because it's at the beginning of a sentence. La. Now the la is in the middle, or the ka is in the middle of a sentence or a word. So we're going to go ahead and put that down as the second character. Ma la wa. Wa da. Ma la ya. Ma la ha. Malakwa. 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 In the Syrian Hebrew, you do not have any connectors, but you do have double characters. Next word is going to be kiss. That's nashak. It's going to be na sha kwa. Nashak. Na is singular. The plural is shak. That's just like if you had this with the dot in the middle. Na sha kwa. But we take this and put it together, so we don't need the dot, right? We don't need the dot, and we don't need the qua, the A, to know that it's, or yeah, we don't need the A to know that it's qua because these words are together. So it's gonna be na shak. That's the first character for na, and this is the second character for na. But we're gonna use the first character because it's in the beginning of the sentence. So it's na and sha, and it's qua. Na shak in the thing. So next word is gonna be knife. The word for knife is sakayan. So it's gonna be sa ka sa ka ya and na. Saka Sakayan. That's how you write it in the Assyrian. Now in the Hebrew, it's gonna be sa, then it's gonna be ka, it's gonna be ya, then it's gonna be na. Sakayana. But we gotta add the connectors. I want to make sure you guys do not forget the connectors because the connectors is very important. It's to make a word. If you just had it like this, post a picture. If you just had it like this, you will not have a word. You have to have the connectors to get a word. So in order to get the word knife, you have to put the connectors, which is sa, ka, singular, singular, right? Singular, singular. Then yan, which you put them together to make yan. That's in the middle of the end of the sentence. It's not at the beginning. The beginning is only the first character. Yeah. So the second character is used for the middle or the end of a sentence. Huh? What do you mean? It might be. All I can remember for right now is that. Okay. So what? Hello. So for kingdom, it's going to be Malakiwath. Malakwath. That's how you say Malakwath in the ancient Hebrew. That's how you say Malakwath in the Assyrian. Kiss is going to be Nashak. That's how you say Nashak in the ancient. That's how you say Nashak in the Assyrian. Next word is going to be knife, which is Sakayan. That's how you say Sakayan in the Assyrian. That's how you say Sakayan in the ancient. Going to give you guys a couple more seconds to write that down. All right. Ready this. All right, with that, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Latah Shem Yahshua to the sisters. This is the end of Lashawan, Qadash, and Shalom.